Welcome to the PGT PLO. We are coming at you live from Las Vegas. The event 5 final table is upon us. It is a special event because this is a 5K pot limit Omaha progressive bounty. More on that in just a second. Let's take ourselves inside the room here. My name is Remko, Rinkema, Donnie Peters alongside me. Some familiar faces in the room, maybe from past events this series or just legends of the game, Donnie.
Yeah, I mean, you got the headliners, Josh, Arieh, and Ben Lamb, of course, but the chip leader, that man right there, Bruno Forth, we saw him recently. Sporting the Canadian hat, but he's from America. You saw his shoes, by the way.
Yes. We'll get to the shoes of Bruno Forth. He is our chip leader. Here's a look at the bounty values as they stand. If you knock one of these players out, you will receive this bounty, which is quite interesting and could create for some fun dynamics. Ben Lamb is worth the least, but he might be the most dangerous player at this final table. Here's a look at those payouts, of course, heavily skewed by the fact that so much of the money is going towards the bounty prize pool. The final 2 players will get $80K apiece, and they'll play for each other's bounty. All right, time for hand number 1. If you're watching us on YouTube, Twitch, or PokerGO, let us know in the chat where you're watching from. Let us know who you're rooting for, as we have some legends here. Josh, Arieh, and Ben Lamb, most notably.
That we just started.
But plenty more strong competitors at this table as we get action right away. Bruno Forth involved in a hand versus Blake Hanson here. Hanson only 2 tournament cashes. This man has cashed once for $3,000 and once for $344. So safe to say here that he probably plays a lot more cash games. And now he's got a chance to add a large score to his resume here as we are on the turn. And Hanson has the check mark with ace-king here on this ace-ace-7 board. River completes it with the 3 of hearts. 545K in the middle. Chip stacks are really funnily balanced. Hanson, Mokhammad, and Lamb basically tied as Hanson bets just 100,000 on the river here. And tosses him into the muck. First blood for Hanson here, sporting a strong mustache and funny glasses. Always rooting for the guy with the...
Oh, we're playing teams, huh?
the good face.
Okay, Team Lucky.
There's a look at Josh, Arieh, 6-time World Series Poker bracelet winner.
On Team Lucky.
Also,
You are definitely a first rounder.
Like,
Definitely a first. Like I can't
win
think.
like the Super Turbo. That'd probably get it
No,
done.
you have to like win like a lottery of some sort, or like some
Donnie,
raffle or something.
give the people some insight into
raffle.
Team Lucky.
Pull a good bounty.
Well, it's the group Josh Arieh rolls with.
Get it,
I believe
get
it's Matt Glantz, Sean
Glance better do
Deep,
something soon.
Daniel
He's gonna get
Weinman.
kicked off.
I think that's the
Glantz-
core group right there.
Glantz
Yeah, he's
has
the least lucky person there by a lot.
Glantz won a PLO tournament in January.
Yeah, he's back on for a while. It's a good
Thank
renewal
you.
for him.
Yeah.
Matt Glantz, of
He
course,
also
known
won
for
$700,000 in the
bounty.
Bahamas.
Doing what?
He came in 4th place in the main.
I forgot about that. He is Team Lucky.
You just PG.
He deserves to be there.
Thank you. I had a black tea
Sorry,
and a water.
Glantz.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Yep.
Action
Call.
on Arieh here.
Ah,
As
thank
Firth raises to 125. Firth, the nice chip lead. Arieh, the only one close to him, 5.2 and 4.1 million respectively. Donnie's stacks are pretty deep, which is a result of the crazy rebuying period.
Yeah, a bit of chaos yesterday on day 1. These players were firing their chips into the middle at will. Didn't really hold back at all. Of course, leading to now what we have is pretty deep stacked play overall. The average is 57 big blinds, so could be here a little bit of a while. But it is 30-minute levels today, so yesterday the 10K event, the 10Ks are 40-minute levels, so play will move along quite nicely.
Hanson, by the way, spices things up here with ace, king, queen, jack, double suited. Makes it 550 from the small blind. Donnie, whenever someone 3-bets from the small blind at a final table of a PLO tournament, this almost is like the bottom of the range that you can assign.
Yeah, I mean, this is for sure within the 3-betting range. I think Firth's is a little bit more of a speculative call, although I'm, of course, no PLO expert, but
It's funny how Firth's call invites Arieh to create a pot worth 1.75 million going to the flop here. I might have to go to PLOmastermind.com/PokerGO to investigate this hand because there's a whole lot going on here.
1,750,000.
yeah, you'll see the equities here. Firth is actually best equity-wise because he has those. The 8-7 can obviously make 2 pair. He can also make a straight if he hits 6. Hanson, though, has the best of it right now, not too far behind, equity-wise at least. Hanson continues with the aggression, 1.75, which is the pot.
I'll wager nothing.
Wow. And Firth moves all in, not afraid to run into aces. Hanson calls for the remaining 50,000, and Firth now looking for a 6, an 8, or a 7 to send Hanson to the rail.
Notice how the equities changed now that Arya folded and got out of the way. So now Hanson 55%, Firth 39%.
10 outs
The
twice
teams
for
turn
Firth.
on themselves.
The 6 would be the dagger. Turn card. The queen of
Great
hearts.
You have hearts.
Right now they're
Oh.
chopping it up.
Wow. Both players with kings and queens.
My hand.
Very interesting development. Don't see a whole lot of split pots in Pot Limit Omaha with 5.3 million in the middle. Very possible here. 7 of diamonds on the river.
I was happy
And
to
there
see
it is.
still.
This pot gets chopped. Donnie, I thought Pot Limit Omaha didn't do chop pots.
Yeah, you know, every once in a while I think you can throw one in there.
Wake up
Oh,
with
yeah.
a monster.
I was wrong. I thought I had the ace jack of hearts, but I had the ace jack of clubs.
Nice
Ace jack
hand.
10 deuce.
Yeah, me too, of course.
Clubs. And I thought the turn first second gave me.
Interesting vibes here right away. We did not see any aggression like this at our previous 2 final tables.
Should stay
3-betting
team lucky.
has not been
I'm
a
trying.
common
I'm
sight
doing
at these
Very
final
important
tables,
for your
Donnie.
well-being.
I do everything I can.
No,
to.
it hasn't been, but when you get a
What do you
hand
do?
like Hanson
I give
had
myself
there,
opportunities to
certainly
get
expect the
lucky.
3-bet to come
Where
in.
you just don't. You just get it in with the nuts and good hands. But like I stretch and really make it possible. I have more opportunities to get lucky than you do. You're not a believer.
Sounds like more opportunities to get unlucky as well.
It doesn't happen.
Wow. Blessed.
This doesn't happen, guys.
Yep.
Must be nice.
Well, he got unlucky a couple final tables ago when his aces
If you just get it in very bad,
were,
you cannot get
were
unlucky.
cracked against
Yeah,
the
no.
jacks.
That's right.
You can only get lucky.
Van Lamb, by the way, 16 million in career tournament earnings. Number 1 on Oklahoma's all-time money list.
I always find those either state specific or even country specific sometimes because
No,
Ben
dude.
Lamb's been living in Vegas for how long? You know, like, I mean, does he still qualify as on the Oklahoma all-time money list?
Should be calling him Oklahoma Benny.
Start calling you 0%.
Hmm?
Start calling you 0%.
Why?
Think about it.
Kaiser and Firth going heads up to the
Why do
flop.
you
Donnie, Firth with the chip
That's
lead
Josh's
has been
activity.
involved in
Just
every
rolling
hand so
with
far.
you.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? You have the chips to play with. Throw them around
This
a little
is
bit.
true.
Toss your weight around. Sporting another Canada hat, which I don't quite understand still.
There has to be a
Santa.
reference there that we don't know about. Maybe he's just a big fan of Canada.
Maybe he's just from Canada and our bios are wrong, right? I mean, that could also be a case.
Firth betting 100K here on ace 3-7 with 2 hearts. No flush draw for either player. Firth does have the king high heart.
$475.
475,000.
Does say that Firth travels a lot, ventures to Vancouver, where he likes to kayak and explore nature. So
Kaiser from the Netherlands there on your screen. The short stack at this table with 36 big blinds. So like Donnie mentioned, the average stack is still very large. Lots of room to play for these players. Let us know in the chat who you are rooting for. Must be quite a few Ben Lamb and Josh Arieh fans out there. By the way, the Oklahoma all-time money list does have some great names on it. Calvin Anderson, Barry Johnston, Jordan Morgan.
130,000.
Yeah, Donnie. Clint Tolbert, 18th place. Shout out to Clint. See, the Netherlands is represented as well in the chat. Got some Kaiser fans watching along.
So,
Lamb's turn to get involved. The races to 130 before the flop. We see 4, 9, 7 roll off the deck.
okay.
Lamb with a king, jack, 9, 8, 2 hearts. Both players check. 6 of spades hits on the turn. Both players holding 9-8 in this situation. Firth has 2 pair with the 9s and 4s. Lamb has the best kicker with his 9.
300,000.
Lamb would need to improve.
Yep, thank you.
Lamb taking quite a bit of time here. Makes the call. Four on the river, fills up Firth. He's got 4s over 9s. 935,000 out there.
935.
Pot size bet is announced.
These boys definitely came to play. Lamb doing some thinking here, Donnie, but can't see him actually considering making the call here.
10 seconds.
You got
I don't
Bruno.
know. I mean,
Secret.
he got those chips
Only
out
if you want it to be.
to the side there. Lamb does
Am I
give it
ready
up. Rightfully so.
Just a secret for an
Bruno
hour.
Forth chips up a bit
Yeah.
further.
There are temporary secrets.
Firth now up over 5.7 million, 114 big blinds. Very much the chip leader here. 6 remain.
These kids nowadays, Ben, they lost respect for you.
You don't think I have respect for Ben?
10 years ago, they just always checked to him. Now, crazy.
Good hand.
Thanks.
Whatever you got, good hand.
Limp on the button from Kaiser. Ace, queen, jack 8 for him. Firth is in the small blind, makes the call. Everyone in this hand has 3 spades among their 4 hole cards. Arieh checking from the big blind. King, queen, 5. 2 clubs and 1 spade. The ace king for Arieh is best. 125 is a lead from him after Firth checked.
Are there any spades left in the deck?
Like 2, I think.
It's funny how there's 2 clubs on the table and nobody has any clubs. Donnie, while this hand is ongoing, give us a little insight into all this stackage we see on the table. We see time extension chips, we see bounty chips, and we see bounty chips. I'm guessing there's like multiple versions of them.
Yes, so the circular ones that are green, those are the ones that you can win from a player. And then the other ones go into your bounty stack to build up your bounty. You immediately pocket half the other person's bounty, the other half goes onto the table to build your bounty even higher. And then the larger square plaques, those are those 30-second time extensions that players have a number of. Haven't seen players use a whole ton of them, you know, kind of more selective than we often see at the No Limit Hold'em final tables. Ronald Keijzer currently with the biggest bounty on his head, 19,000.
So Donnie, if Lamb, who has $8,000 bounty on his head, gets eliminated now, the other person pockets 4,000 and adds 4,000 to their own bounty?
Correct.
Okay, so what you're saying is that this is going to escalate quickly now at the final table.
Yeah, and that's ultimately why you see first and second place on the payouts themselves be the same, because then they're playing for what is going to be, you know, tens of thousands of dollars in bounty money, because you're going to get to keep yours plus win the other person, right? So
3-5.
I actually thought after what we saw happening yesterday during the early goings of this tournament that some of these bounties would be a bit larger come to this point, but it seems like some of the people who were on fire early in day 1 of this tournament ultimately fell short of reaching this final table. So that's why we have, you know, at least from where I stand, a little bit more conservative bounties. I thought we might see some 25s, some 30s, something like that. Still have a $15,000 progressive bounty coming up in this series. So if you think this one's fun at the $5,000 price point, then just wait till we get the 15K price point out there, because that's going to be quite juicy. We are 3 ways here. Hanson limped in. Josh Arieh checked from, or sorry, called from the small blind. Ben Lamb checked. After Arieh and Lamb checked the flop, Queen 8-6, all diamonds. Hanson bet the minimum 50,000. Both players called. 3 of spades here on the turn. Action does get checked around. River is the queen of hearts to pair the board. Arieh has a full house now. Flop that bottom set of 6s. Full house here on the river. He checks. Lamb's got nothing but a pair of 3s. All right, sorry, he's got a flush. My fault.
Pair of 6s.
6 is full.
That's one way to announce a full house.
That'll do.
Pair of 6s.
Wow.
Ben Lamb shoots him a look like, buddy, I had a flush. You can't just announce pair of 6s.
Funny also because the hand got checked down all the way. Lamb probably thinking, oh, this is mine.
I'm in for a good little troll, if that's what Josh is doing. I'm assuming he didn't misread his hand and he was just doing a little fun there on the end. Ben Lamb currently the short stack, just under 1.5 million for him. Action here over to Ronald Keijzer. Ace-Ace 10-5 double suited, certainly a candidate for a raise.
Double suited is the way to go in pot limit Omaha.
135,000.
So the bounty values are in the description on our YouTube stream, and we will refer to them each time that a big hand is in
once you
play.
go out,
I would like
it's
2 million.
Fucking weird.
Kaiser has the biggest
Pretty
bounty,
boring for
worth
you. Just had to make a full house
$19,000.
to win. Ain't gonna do anything fun.
I know. I was. But once you called it, turned like I know he's not gonna. It got really weird.
Hanson makes the
Because
call
now
with
he's not
Jack
gonna
Jack
bluff into 2
8-7 with a
people.
suit as well, and
So
you
look at
just
this,
revert
a
to
set
making full
for
houses.
Hanson
That's
on
what
the
you're good
flop,
at.
That's right.
and Kaiser flops a
But,
royal
like-
flush draw.
And then, but then I make a full house, and
You don't even get it's so brutal. You make a full house, you don't even get value.
no, I can't get back.
I
I can
know.
only
It's,
hope that
it's
you
very
bluff.
unlucky. You should have got a 3 on there. That would have been better for you.
Like I can only hope that you bluff.
115.
Hard to bluff in my hand, but
You had like a 10 high flush or something.
ish flush. But yeah, I didn't think I was gonna
If
win
I-
that river.
But if I come out and donk lead the turn, you're gonna call. I mean, it's not like I'm check calling the nut flush on the flop, and it's fucking weird.
Hanson taking the conservative approach here with all the potential fireworks on the board, Donnie. And then you
Blast off
see
into Ben.
the deuce of
Make it
diamonds.
ace of diamonds to the river,
Yeah, nice little blank there.
and have you stare at me for 4 minutes.
I'll use every one of those on you.
I know you would.
Check, check here on the turn. 5 of spades comes in on the river, so Kaiser makes his flush.
Now, if you're Hanson, of course, spades will make you sort of flinch. But it's also, Donnie, a spot where Kaiser could be using that spade as a bluff. So you can't just discard your set immediately, especially given the fact that Kaiser did check behind on the turn.
Yeah, I would probably assign no ace queen for Kaiser. I think he would just continue to barrel that, especially with a flush draw present, unless he did have, you know, maybe he has ace queen with spades as well. But nonetheless, it's going to be a guessing game now for Hanson. 575 is the wager.
What's the size of the pot?
666.
Pot size bet to polarize things a little bit, but Hanson not willing to pay to find out and lets it go.
Yeah, a
Kaiser.
little too much out there, even though he had one spade in his hand. A little too much out there to want to fight with. Good disciplined fold. I like it.
Big one for Kaiser too, who was he was the short stack about 2 hands ago. Now he is sitting on 48 big blinds, comfortably in third place. Ben Lamb now the shortest stack at the table.
Board.
Exposed 4 clubs there on the deal. So that will be the burn card here. Get all these other cards out.
$150,000.
Kaiser has won 3 hands already at this final table. Lamb and Mokhammad have not won a single one. And as I say that, Lamb with the glance as he looks down at pocket aces, wastes no time and comes over the top. A round of quick folds back over to Firth. Firth is in position. Firth does make the calling position. Does seem like he is
over there, Bruno?
very willing.
I didn't understand that.
Are you bounty hunting?
4 clubs of burn.
Draw your
Could
own
be bounty hunting.
conclusions.
Lamb does have the smallest bounty. 10,
Check.
8, 6. So close to those 7s of Firth, but not quite there. Lamb's ace is best. Also has the nut flush draw to go along with it. This is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Pot.
All in.
9-10.
Firth is going to have to fold here. Can't go to battle on that flop. And nice pickup there for
Show
Lamb.
the old sheep.
Back up over
door.
2 million.
Last hand for this other.
Firth is just staying on the gas. I mean, he just,
I respect
I like it. I mean, certainly aggressive with the big stack. 9, 6, 5, 4 under the gun, raised to 150. Action folds over to the blinds. Now on Kaiser in the big blind. Says no.
30-60-60.
We got some Game of Gold fans in the chat. Donnie, a
Let's
Game of
just go
Gold
right to
definitely
40-80.
gave Arya a whole lot of attention.
Yeah, I mean,
Round of
Your
straddles.
should have had a lot of
specialist?
attention before that, you know.
It's my best game.
Yeah.
Curious what they're
I
going to do
remember
for
first time in
season
the
2.
casino, going my first trip to Commerce, and I just couldn't believe that people were playing that high, playing 40-80 limit hold'em. I was like, man, one day I'll be able to play the 40-80 game.
How much did you lose there?
I didn't. I never got to play it.
Oh, you never got to play?
No, I was.
I thought you would go donate now.
I would
You're
go
rich and
for-
famous.
Oh, just
Yeah.
for the nostalgia of it.
And realize that you didn't miss out on anything.
Yeah, I know.
That you would be miserable if you were there.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. That place is ooh.
Bruno Forth gets a walk.
Flip.
Look at that. It's nice to be the chip leader, huh?
I mean, that's what you
wearing
sort
red
of
shoes
get
to
for
flip.
being aggressive.
Huh?
Players just
Not
don't
wearing
want to
red
mess
shoes
with
to
you.
do flip.
We could have had a fun.
Did you have $1 million bankroll before you played live?
At 609.
No. I mean, I was dealing in Oklahoma when I first started playing live poker. I was at best a thousandaire.
Lam, this start out as a poker
So you
dealer.
played live before PokerStars days?
Well, I played both when I was learning, I guess, but I played primarily live for like the first year or two, and then went to primarily online.
So what did you
Still
do
playing much
online
live.
when you can't stare at your opponent? I mean, do you just like would you
Stare at their
would you, like,
avatar.
put a mirror in the front just to look at yourself staring?
I guess that's why I liked live better.
Hanson here. Ace, 10-7, double suited.
Like I probably only played primarily online because I lived in Tulsa and like they didn't have anything more than like 510. Like if I came out to Vegas or Atlantic City or something to play, I'd play live. Like I wouldn't. Like, I guess there's times I was sitting in my hotel room playing online, but
10 seconds.
primarily it was to go play live.
Kaiser finds the other two aces. Ace, king 8 for him. He's got a single suit. He's got spades. Sounds like a pot-sized re-raise coming in. 540.
Oh boy.
How much is it?
545.
Arieh with the aces cracker, but it's going to be hard to get in there. This is probably a spot where Arieh
When
is looking at
Alex
the stack
watches the
depth.
playback, he's going to be like, "Why didn't you fold this against me?" God, that's painful.
This is a spot where if the stacks are shallower and there's a lot of bounties on the line, Arieh is like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Both players here with aces. Likely they will see a clash here. And then it'll be a battle of the side cards.
All in.
All in.
Kaiser goes all in. Hanson quick with the call.
Aces against aces again.
Oh, he had both my suits.
Oh, you have
covered.
2 suits this time.
Yeah.
If you lose back to back with aces to aces,
GG. I ran good to get
we'll
here.
never see you again. Last time we didn't chop here at least. We'll never see this
You
man
know
again.
who covers who?
It's close. I
We'll
don't.
find out after.
Yeah.
He probably knows. In a second.
It's a fun sweat.
Good luck.
God, what a sicko. Doesn't he want to know if he's all in or not? Both of you guys.
You have spades.
Here comes a
Two
flop.
spades.
You got a
Queen 10-5, 2 spades for Kaiser. These stacks are very, very close.
And diamonds. Don't
Also
discount
got a
diamonds.
straight draw
Ruined
working
the job.
to the
It's
jack.
too much.
I want-
It's too much.
I had
It's too
the
much
wrap
for you to
around
lose
the
Backdoor
prices.
diamonds for Hanson. He's got a 10.
Turn card. Oh my God. Jack of spades. And Hanson's drawing dead. Wow. Covered by only 40,000 chips according to our stat screen.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to break these down. Get an exact
280.
count.
The bounty that is on the line here worth $10,000. That means that Kaiser would add 5K to his
Do I have
personal
it or not?
bounty
Yeah.
You have it by 30.
and pocket 5K as well.
30K.
GG's.
Good game, Blake.
It was fun, y'all.
Enjoyed it.
Like you took that well. That was nice.
You rarely get aces versus aces.
That's brutal.
And
So
you
sick.
got twice
Yeah.
in 30 minutes.
Wow.
I
Blake
hit the better
Hanson.
one twice.
His third ever tournament cash.
One
By
of them.
I'll
far
leave these here,
the biggest score of his life career.
and then I take
But-
these.
Losing with aces, it's got to sting.
Perfect. All right, good luck, y'all.
Good game.
Thanks, Blake. Good game.
Good 12 job.
All right, down to
Kings.
Good game.
the final 5 here at the final table.
Double suited.
You almost
I was
did.
wrapped around the
Hanson
five.
You almost
does
used the
collect
time
$5,000
limit for it.
from his
I wasn't going to
bounty,
waste you.
and he also, of course, gets
Usually
the
I'll-
regular old payout of
Good hand for you.
I beat Alex with
$20,850.
that exact hand, and when he walked away, he said, "Sorry." He was very disgusted that. I don't know why it surprised him. Like I'm gonna fold it.
You just did.
I know. I calculated the ICM this time.
5 players remaining. Mokhammad is now our short stack with 36 bigs. He has yet to win a hand at this final table.
Beats me.
You showed 3 10s. You can just show the last one.
Yeah, I'll show it off.
You want to know what you thought?
It was suited for.
It's easier for them to scan.
No worries.
Big blind.
It is 60, right?
66.
Blinds are up now. 30,000, 60,000.
Are the 10's good?
4.6.
You got 4.6.
No, you do.
Thank you.
Kaiser with that elimination now up to 4.7 million, closing in on 100 big blinds.
Arya gonna attack here on the button. Gets the
This is
raise
her
in
first
and
tournament
gets it
he plays
through.
here.
I don't know. It's the
Makes
first
final
time I'd seen
table.
him. He's like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah. Makes the
Training to
final
be a
table.
pilot.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Twice aces. Wow. He will be back.
Yeah, we will see him again.
He will be back.
He just bought him a 10K.
There's no way he's already in the tournament. Right there on your left.
Should be there.
You can't come in here now, though.
Just take one of them randomly. You're fine.
You will be back, right?
You're playing the 10K right now? No. Oh.
This is the shot tape.
Nice.
My 3rd live cash. So
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
You good?
take it easy.
Good job, guys.
You too, man.
See ya.
Yeah, good job fucking him.
Bye, too.
Smallest tournament we played all year, and he's taking a shot. Nicest guy in the world. You aces to aces him twice.
No.
I was
I'll
okay
have
with
the other one.
I know.
I was okay with it.
I watched it.
After the flop, I got greedy. I was rooting for myself after the flop.
Is that 160?
168.
And pot is
570.
570.
570,000.
Players joking around about the bad fortunes of Blake Hanson, who got his 3rd ever live cash, and Josh Arieh. Quick to point out that Ronald Keijzer effed him pretty hard. Blake Hanson, graduate from Boston College, calls himself a globetrotter. Well,
You should read that power sheet.
yeah,
It's something else.
he's been all over the place. This might be this might have been one of the most boring days of his year. He jumps out of planes. He goes backpacking through the Swiss Alps.
Yeah, he's a cyclist.
Pot?
1,000,000.
Spends his time paragliding in Monaco. Enjoys skiing and snowboarding. Cherishes hiking. I mean, everything.
Had it again.
Successful dude.
Parachutes regularly. Amazing stuff. Spent 6 weeks cycling in Spain.
Wow. Me and him can,
let's
hook
go.
up, link up and go for a ride here.
He had the ace, king, queen, jack double suited
Yeah.
and chopped with the king,
Queen, 7, 8.
Man,
Forgot about that one.
that
too.
was a pretty sour experience.
That was the luckiest he got.
Yeah.
Could you imagine something
Josh
like that
Arieh
happened to
here.
you? What just happened to him?
It doesn't happen.
He's 7'5".
Could you imagine that?
No,
Crazy.
nothing like that. I mean, that's shit like that doesn't happen to me.
150.
That is why he is a captain of Team Lucky.
Exactly right.
action. Folds over to Firth in the big blind. He's in there with the call. Firth versus Arieh here on this one. King 9-6. 2 clubs.
Okay.
Firth checks.
200,000.
200K is the bet from Arieh with all the draws.
PLO is the ultimate game where there's just so much hope involved.
Yeah.
So much hoping. Arieh here with a lot of hope. Ace of hearts, or excuse, Ace of diamonds on the turn is not gonna help him.
Sure.
Despite the fact there's only one card to come, Arieh is still with 45%.
If Arieh fires again here, he might just win this pot right here, though. He is reaching. Look at that.
I need to know your stuff.
550,000.
Arieh
know.
continues firing
I'm not
550. Donnie, this
personal.
might get through.
Just curious, how much do you have?
He does. First says no,
Yeah,
thank
P9
you.
over there. And
Arieh
Yeah,
staying
it
aggressive
looked
there.
weird, but it was a good moment
Against the
to-
chip leader, gets it done.
Very
Chips up nicely, moves himself up
Moment to
over
observe
4
it.
million, joins Firth and Ronald Keijzer above the 4 million mark, and because he lost that pot, Bruno Forth
I
now
didn't give you a stare
dips
down.
back to second place. Ronald Keijzer, the Dutchman who lives out in LA, up on top of the leaderboard. Kaiser does have the largest bounty right now, 24,000, but as the biggest stack, the least at risk.
The only player we have not really spoken about is Kamel Mokhammad. He is.
Has he
from-
played a hand?
He has not won a hand, and I just wanted to introduce him a little bit. He is 33 years old from Zaporozhye in Ukraine. I hope I said that right. Has a WSB final table under his belt, 2016. 2K no limit final table.
Well played.
Lambing to take this one down. Little fist bump there
Easy line to
between
win.
the two most well-known
I know you're
players at this final table. Donnie, Kevin Barnes in the chat asking about if Kaiser wins the whole thing, he adds that 19K to his own bounties? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, you keep your own bounty.
Yeah, so the only...
Right now, his is 24.
Oh, 24,000.
So if he were to win the tournament, then he would just pocket his 24. Just like when the other day in the regular bounty, you know, you would keep your $2,500 bounty, right, when you win the tournament. So
Kaiser, ace, queen, queen, ace, queen, queen, 5. Why can't I speak? Maybe I have had too much caffeine, or maybe not enough. Mike in the chat says, I've never seen a PKO live before. I'm curious how they pull this off. Well, you see it on the screen here. The chips they have in front of them make it very simple. You basically keep half, and you give half when you get eliminated. If you're joining our stream right now on YouTube, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have daily PLO live streams until Friday. Friday is going to be our finale. It's going to be a 25K buy-in event.
oh,
First day.
Wow.
Sorry.
Get him out of the way in a second.
Arieh spilling his chips all over Bruno Forth's cards.
That's his first time.
We've all been there. Firth here, King, Jack, 10-3, coming in with a raise, 160K. Arieh's got ace, 9-9-4. Ace-4 is suited in hearts. He's going to make the call.
Let me stall for
Arieh
20
on the
seconds
button
to let
here.
you stack him a bit.
No.
Very good.
You're so sweet, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I was gonna snap fold if you asked for it.
Firth and Arieh heads up again. By the way, blinds now 30K, 60K. We have gone up. 5-8-3, 2 hearts. Arieh with the nut flush draw on this flop. Also has a pair of 9 to go along with it. Not a whole lot here for Firth, so a single bet here from Arieh might get it done. But of course, that does not account for any Firth leads.
265 is the wager, just sticking along with his plan of attack. Her Firth has been aggressive every time he's been in a pot, so I know Arieh is busy stacking his chips right now, but probably also thinking through things.
1
how
million.
he wants to play this one. There it is. 1 million is the raise.
Wow. Arieh coming with the fireworks.
Can't imagine Firth is able to continue here.
There is one chip stuck literally in the rail. Yeah, right there. Uh-huh.
Donnie, what is Firth thinking about? Even if you're a non-believer, it's a tough road to continue down, and he does decide to give it up here as Arieh chips up. And this final table is turning into a real battle. Firth has lost his chip lead. Arieh has chipped up to nearly 4 million chips. Excuse me. He's now up to over 4 million chips. All right, Las Vegas Strip. That means it's time for PLO Mastermind. Learn to win at PLO for free. Go to PLOmastermind.com/PokerGo and start practicing for free right now. A great way to work on your Pot Limit Omaha game. I've been in the lab, as the cool kids like to say, and I must say it's already opened my eyes to quite a few pre-flop decisions when it comes to Pot Limit Omaha. So go check them out, PLOmastermind.com/PokerGo. Try it out for free. Donnie, you think that Firth right there was just waiting a bit longer to give Arieh the indication that he actually had a decision?
Yeah, that would be my guess. A little bit of posturing, you know, some games have been chipped there. You don't just want your opponents to think that you're just, you know, opening up a lot and then, you know, c-betting pretty much your entire range. You do want to make your opponents not just have an easy ability to fight back against you at times. So maybe some posturing there would be my thoughts. Can't imagine he was thinking about doing anything pretty crazy. That would be quite a bit of a punt there if he were to do something nuts like come over the top, put the chips in, etc. So yeah, just Firth here came in with a raise. Jack 9, 8, 6. Lamb made the call. Kaiser made the call. 8-5 deuce rainbow here. I mean, Firth is not held back at all, even though he doesn't have the chip lead currently, now down to third in chips. Still willing to just press on the gas quite a bit, get involved. Kaiser here contemplating a lead. There it is. Firth did connect here. He's got that 8. He's got backdoor diamonds. He's got a gutter for a straight. Definitely getting the sense overall that Firth just wants to splash around and play pots, right? And pot here, quick folds from his opponents.
I mean, snap folds from his opponents. Firth takes down a big one here without showdown. This final table definitely has the makings of some kind of three-way all-in at some point, the way these guys are playing.
I can't recall the other day that Firth was as active as he is now, but now, of course, he's one of the bigger stacks. Now he is the biggest stack once again, so the fact that he's got a little bit more to fight with here, I think we're really seeing a style he likes to play, which is, you know, it's entertaining to watch for sure.
Folds back around Kaiser in the small blind. Let's see if we can see a blind battle between the two big stacks.
He already gave one walk. He gave another walk.
Ooh,
Firth had it. He absolutely had it.
good timing there. Good timing. Just like yesterday's stream, when we awarded a PokerGO annual subscription, we're going to do the same thing again today. When we get to, let me see, 350. When we get to 350 likes on today's video, I'll give away an annual subscription to PokerGO. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. By the way, Donnie, this is kind of cool. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we're about to hit quite a nice little landmark on the YouTube channel. We are 60 subscribers away from hitting 550,000. So maybe we'll get there during the show. 550,000 subscribers. Kind of a cool number to hit. Pretty sure that during the WSOP we'll add another 100,000. Shout out to Paul Murphy, member of the rail for 8 months. He says he'll go further than the rest. Okay, I dig it. Please keep the great puns coming. Big Shack Attack back in the chat as always. Donnie, he's your biggest fan.
Let's go.
I'm just going to keep you guys updated on when we hit 550K. We are now 56 people away from that number.
Love it.
Some interesting cards to go around here. Arieh, 56% on this flop. Nobody with a king.
90,000.
Kaiser has quite a few straight outs. Arya made the call. Board pairs on the turn with the 9 of clubs. Donnie, if you're Arya here facing a bullet on the turn, that's really got to make you concerned given the fact that you just, in quotation marks, only have queens.
Yeah, probably a little bit of concern. Not the worst card here for Kaiser. Second club coming in to work with that queen jack of clubs he has in his hand.
250.
250.
$250 from Kaiser, and Arieh sticks around. 6 of hearts on the river. We'll see if Kaiser has another bullet in him.
Queens.
Does not, he gives it up, and Arieh, well done. Calling 2 streets there with the queens.
One hand, first hand. Last hand for this brother.
Perfect. Bruno is the button.
Oh, no. Sorry. Ben, you're 60.
Arya and Lamb with the blind battle.
Enough? It's over?
I think so.
Arya limped in.
Wow.
Considered
Did
it.
not expect that.
Let me see one. The 3. Send me the 3.
Ooh, what a play.
That's way too powerful.
Okay.
40? 40, 80?
Blinds are up. Once again, we are playing 30-minute levels today because this is a $5,000 buy-in. So levels will be going up a little bit faster
It's a
than
likely outcome.
we saw yesterday. The
What do you want,
10Ks
Tab?
are 40-minute levels.
Ronald to get second and me to win.
It doesn't mean you, buddy.
Gonna keep my own boundaries.
Back to team poker.
Let's abide by the rules.
Yeah, it's like he drafted a new teammate when he busted the other gets rusted.
Maybe we chop.
Yeah, Mondo.
Kaiser with a nice one. Ace King 9-9.
$240.
240.
$240 from Kaiser. Firth with the 2-pair makes the call with 8-8-3-3. Arya on the button with King 9-8-7 with 1 suit. Arya thinks better of it and tosses it into the muck. Ace 3-4, 2 diamonds on the flop.
Set of 3s there for Firth.
I mean, when you play 8-8-3-3, you're basically just going for a set.
Yeah, well, of course.
No set, no bet, Donnie.
Might be able to get a little bit of value here out of Kaiser, who does have that ace that he connects with. Kaiser also backdoor hearts in his hand.
310.
Checks and 310 is the wager from Firth.
Kaiser does have backdoor hearts. Makes the call for 310. We're only 23 hands in, Donnie, but we've seen so many big pots already, and the deuce of hearts on the turn might make this an even bigger pot as Kaiser now picks up the king-high flush draw. Firth also with the flush draw, still, of course, way ahead with a set of 3s. Can only imagine, Donnie, Firth is going to continue here despite any, any sort of strange straight concerns, which I don't think he'll have because of Kaiser's pre-flop raise, so not really assigning him with hands that's straight out on this turn card.
I think if anyone had a straight, I mean, maybe some combinations of 5-6, maybe an ace-5 type of hand. But Firth, I mean, this is what we've seen from him all final table, just continuing to press, right?
Yeah, aggression definitely on his side. And here it is. Kaiser again with the call. Like, the thing too is stacks here are plenty deep. We don't need to see any desperate check raises. And the queen of spades completes the board, so Firth does get the check mark.
Kaiser checking, so let's see what Firth opts. He checks behind. Those threes are going to win. Probably going to be tough to get called there. Certainly don't want to face any sort of check raise. Just check back and collect the chips. Bruno Forth did dip out of the chip lead for, I don't know, what, a hand or two? But he's stayed on the gas the whole time, and he's back up over 5.8 million. Arieh on 4.8 and change, and Ben Lamb, Ronald Keijzer close in chips, and then Mokhammad is the short stack on 1.4 million, but he's still working with 17 big blinds, so, you know, not the shortest stack in terms of something to work with.
Jason Zambricki again with the gifted PokerGO membership. Thank you so much, sir. Dragorn Starkiller on the receiving end of that PokerGO community membership on YouTube. If you are a PokerGO member on YouTube, I believe it's $2.99. You get access to some additional content. You get your name in a nice color in the chat, and also access to special emojis,
What's the duck
which
worth?
I'm seeing in the chat right now.
What is the duck worth?
Tim, it's worth a lot.
Duck?
What's a duck worth?
I don't know what you're talking about. Like a duck on a pond?
He asked you a question. What's a duck worth?
Maybe Tim knows. Tim probably knows, yeah.
How many you need?
You got a duck guy?
Shout out Tim Duckworth.
What is happening?
Tim Duckworth, the
He must have
That's
popped
pretty
his head in the room or
inexpensive.
something,
Yeah.
right?
There's a lot of them.
the Roger Goodell of the PGT. Was he more like the Gary Bettman of the PGT? No,
I think he's definitely more Goodell than Bettman,
right. I think
for
so
sure.
too. Yeah, I think you're
Bettman
right.
seems kind of clueless at times.
Be
Roger Goodell will come in and lay the hammer, and Tim he'll lay the hammer.
Oh, for sure. A6-5.
He might be closer to Bettman's salary. I'm not sure he's making $40 million a year, whatever the heck Goodell gets paid.
Yeah, exactly. Arya here with the worst of it. He's going to try to steal this one away from Firth. Firth was flopped and open-handed straight draw. Has ace-king to go along with it. Arya has a weak gut shot here. Arya decides to slow down or give up. Yet to be seen. The 9 on the river, though, gives Firth a winning straight. Also gives Arieh a set, Donnie. 7-8, the only combo that beats Arieh. This could be painful.
Fuck,
Firth
I
is
just
going to
got
come with
there.
it, too.
775.
Oh, man.
775.
Call.
Straight.
Wow. Painful for Arieh, who sees that there's only really one thing to worry about here, and unfortunately for him, Firth has that. And Firth, Donnie, on a roller coaster, but currently on his way to the moon.
Yeah, not the best to have an 8 there because you're blocking some of those straight combinations for Firth. Of course, you know, river in the set,
40.
quality hand, but there, second best.
I guess you saved me 100.
Maybe you were folded for pot.
80.
If you're just tuning in, this is our 5th final table of the PGT PLO Series. We have 4 more final tables coming up. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Buy-ins escalating. And Donnie, the event that I'm most excited about, the 15K progressive bounty knockout.
Yeah, that one will be fun. I mean,
The
just
win
take this one,
percentage
multiply
next
it
to my
by
hand
3, and
on the
let's
flop
go.
there might have been 1%. Literally, I think it was.
Hard to do.
It is hard to do.
On the flop, the pocket nines.
9944.
9
No, actually, it had to come. It had to come exactly Jack Jack for me to win, and I caught half of it.
Unlucky, bud.
Action
I'm
folds
there-
the
I'm
Firth
there.
here.
Back.
Gee, that
Small
first
blind,
half is
queen,
there.
jack,
720.
9-8 comes in with the raise to
more like
240. Arieh finds 2 aces.
Huh.
And the big blind fires right back with a re-raise.
Jack.
This
nine,
feels
nine,
like the type of hand for Firth that he's going to play
deuce. Goes open.
to some
Absolutely.
extent.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
I
this
could've
feels
caught a
right up
7.
his alley.
Never mind. I could have caught a 7 and made it straight. I had 8, 9, 9.
Arieh still talking about that last
You had a
hand.
gut shot.
he
You take
lost.
1%.
There is the call from
I forgot
Firth.
about
So
my
more
gut
than
shot.
1.5 out there between these two. Keep
But if
in
you get
mind
rid
that
of the
Arieh,
gut
being the
straight.
short stack,
Ah,
does have a
that's how it works.
$14,000 bounty on his head. So
Get rid of most of the hand.
that could come into play here. 9-5-3, 2 spades. The aces are still best for Arieh. Spades not a factor in terms of anyone having a flush draw here. Firth flops top pair.
1.1.
1.1 is the announced bet into 1.52. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Here
wow.
we go.
Firth is ready to go.
Well,
Arieh has the ace of spades. That might make him decide to call here.
Yes.
So he's also got, you know, a
I
gutter.
always have the naked ace of the wrong fucking suit.
You have the naked ace of clubs.
Wow. Bounty
That means
implications.
naked ace of the wrong suit.
I
Are
have the
huge
naked
here.
ace of spades.
Naked ace of spades brought up by Arieh right away, Donnie. Quite a big card to have. Arieh deciding for his tournament life here. Firth just jammed it in there with a pair of 9s and
Could have queens with
a bunch of back doors.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not. He's going to find out that he's not in the worst spot if Arieh calls. 36%, all his pairs alive. There is the call.
Wow.
Let's run it, boys.
All right, Arieh's tournament life on the line. An absolutely enormous pot here at the final table. 7.7 million. Whoever wins this is going to be
Thank
chip
you.
leader Firth. Has 11 outs twice here. 9, queen, jack, or 8.
You have the best
And
hand.
plenty of backdoor straight
For once.
possibilities.
You've been here before?
But we're flipping now.
If Arieh takes this, he's going to basically flop positions with
I don't
Firth.
know. I don't think
Be
so.
the big
Yeah, it's a
chip
weird
leader.
spot.
Yeah, this
You're
is
a
weird
favorite right
spot.
now.
I wonder if I could switch hands.
Yeah.
Will they let us?
This is weird for you, Josh. Good luck.
Turn card coming. The ace
Let's
of
not switch
clubs.
What the hell?
Turns are
just
dead.
Yes,
dead.
for the ace of clubs.
Just dead.
I mean,
Absolutely
2
stone
million.
dead by the turn card. River, just for completion's sake, is the king of spades. And Josh Arieh, our new chip leader,
3 million.
Donnie.
Yeah, what a turn card for him. I mean, he doesn't even need to
3,095,000.
sweat the river. Just boom, ace of clubs, lock this one up, start breaking down the stack. Now it's Arieh, the big chip leader, up over 7.7 million. Bruno Forth knocked back to the pack. He is still second in chips on a little over 3.2 million, but
Sorry to
quite a
nip-roll
big
you.
blow to him.
I figured that's what you had.
I'm 90% sure. Well, I was never folding, but I just
Sometimes you just have to get ready for it.
wanted to. Yeah,
Big
that's
problem.
right. That's right.
Team Lucky
Starts to
stays
luck
lucky.
him.
Wow.
That's what happens.
I had the random generator. Time the.
I'm turning him dead.
You had 6 outs to turn him dead. Big.
Plenty for Josh.
Yeah.
All right, so he actually continues 5-handed with Josh Arieh as our chip leader. Mokhammad here on screen is yet to win a hand. We are 27 hands into the final table. He might make it a heads up at this rate, but maybe without any chips.
You feel that?
I do, yeah.
Now I'm gonna unleash the wrath on you.
It's easy to speak there when you have pocket aces.
I dare you. To
Once
do it
again, here we go.
You talked me right
Jason,
out of it. I checked.
Check.
Jason said in the chat,
Let's see if
right.
flop
I ain't
raise
never,
100%,
I ain't
but
never gonna, I ain't
fucking
ever
around
gonna
with-
stop rooting
It
for
worked.
Josh Arieh. So
Yeah.
we got some big fans in the chat. Love to see it.
Arieh limps in here with the aces, so let's Ben Lamb there in the big blind take a free one. Don't think we know Ben Lamb's cards just yet. Got ace, king, 8. We know 3 of them. Jack, 10, 5, 2 clubs out there on the flop.
I'll play with you, man.
Arieh
I just happen to
checks.
have a few extra
Lamb
chips.
comes with the bet. 120K, and Arieh makes the call. A little bit coy here.
I mean, Arieh is setting this up for absolute lamb
Really was,
disaster if a
It
spade
really
comes
was.
off.
Crazy.
It really helped me.
River card is the 6 of diamonds. This card, possibly a saver for Lamb. But Donnie, given the fact that Lamb has whiffed this, could we see a bluff perhaps?
Could fire again. It looks like it's about to come. Here we go. It's a hefty one. Looks like about
Oh,
900.
Ben, you are so good. This
Pot is over 1.1.
flop
Lamb
jacks and
comes with
fives and
a hefty bet of
Take it to the house, huh?
950. Arieh once again here with
Why is he quiet
aces,
all of
and
a
he's
sudden?
got a decision to make.
I mean,
Made the right one against Bruno Forth. Here, a call would be the right one. Let's see if he can do
You
it.
know I
He's
don't
also
fold,
heavily-
too. That's why this is so bad.
he's heavily underwrapped his hand too, Donnie.
He has. He has.
At no point has Arieh showed any aggression in this hand. He does have the spades, which sort of work against him because it
But he doesn't have any clubs, right?
right.
He has a 10, which blocks some full house combinations. You know, maybe Ben flops 2 pair with 10-5, stuff like
I
that.
hate
So
myself. You just own me every time we play poker.
Oh my God, Arieh with the speech, and then calls with the best hand. That must be very
10.
painful. And he only shows the 10. Goes for the slow roll.
Aces.
Arieh always having fun with it.
Donnie, you know who's missing from this final table, right?
Who?
Sean Deeb.
Oh, yeah,
Running out of
yeah.
time.
Maybe having a blast. I think you only get one member of
Really
Team
look at my
Lucky at a
fucking
final
feet
table.
before you
That's
call
kind of how it
faces.
works.
Just trying to put on a show.
Putting on a show.
All right.
That was quite
But
a
not
hefty
sure.
pot. Again,
Wow.
that river bet was 950K from Lamb. Arieh did call correctly there to pick off the bluff, and Arieh is up over 9.2
Yes, you'd feel his bicep
million.
before the hand started, and you tried to bluff him.
Yep.
Ben
No
Lamb now
result.
back on the short stack,
Testosterone's up.
985K for him. Ben Lamb's bounty is 8,000. Of these final 5 players, Ben Lamb's bounty is the
No wedding
smallest.
present for you now.
Come
That
on.
said,
That was it.
I
That
don't
was
think
it?
anyone's going to
Done.
complain for
Okay.
claiming it.
You are done.
No more lunch together.
Huh?
No,
No
they're
more
still
lunch
going,
together.
they're still going to lunch. I'm paying. Just to get to watch.
Kaiser here, ace 10, 10, 7.
Hope you order something messy.
Lamb now down to 985. He is our short stack. Mokhammad has jumped the spot without winning a single hand.
So Firth limps in here, which is a little bit of a different approach to what we've seen from him. Immediately, Arieh fires in a raise to 300.
How are you, Clyde? Nice.
Action folds back over to Firth. As you know, I think many of us would expect, having seen a bit of Firth now, he calls.
Are you gonna deal here also?
9, 8, 5.
Are you gonna deal here? No.
2 clubs. So Arieh kind of all over this one. He's got the Jack 10. He's got the clubs.
I see.
Firth checks. 500K into 800K from Arieh. Firth gives it up.
The Josh Arieh steam train keeps on rolling. He's won 5 of the last 10 hands at this final table, and is now chipping up towards 10 million chips. Josh Arieh leads the final 5 of the PGT PLO Event 5 final table. And if you want to work on your poker game, scan the QR code on your screen or go to octopipoker.ai. It's your path to poker mastery. It's a fun, social, and affordable way to learn poker. Join the growing community right now for free. octopipoker.ai is your place to learn. High praise for the platform. They've done an amazing job, and I can honestly say that it's been fun to play around with it a little bit. Firth here with the playable hand again. Ace, King, 10, 10. Arieh with over 56% of the chips in play. What a lead.
Yeah, a little bit of a redemption here for Arieh. The event number 2 final table, he came in there, ended up going out first in 6th place, cashing for just under $26,000 on his final hand. He had aces that were outflopped by his opponent's jacks on a jack-high board, and Arieh couldn't come from behind. But here, things going much better for him. He's approaching 10 million. Firth limping again, Remko.
Hey, man.
Ace, King, 10, 10.
Donnie, you got to see the flop first.
Yeah, but I mean, the way he's playing, I would expect raises all day. 7-6-3, 2 diamonds out there. Firth does have the King 10 of diamonds. Firth had limped in, Lamb limped behind on the button, and then Kaiser checks his option in the big blind. Kaiser checked on the flop. Bet from Firth. 120. Lamb gives it up. Kaiser gives it up. Limping is pimping for Bruno Forth.
Yeah, easy one here for him. Definitely worth quite a bit here, especially given the fact that he invested so little. Eric Froelich in the chat says Arya versus Blez in the PLO heads-up match for GOAT. I mean, Donnie, you said it yesterday. Blesnik is on his way back to Vegas. I hope we get to see him in today's event and beyond, of course, because the PGT PLO Series is still ongoing until Friday. A little update from the field. 10K PLO, event number 6 underway in our main room. Let me go through the names real quick and see who is in the mix here. Familiar faces: Jesse Lonis, Chino Ream, Nick Schulman, Eric Seidel, Brian Rast in the mix, Dylan Wiseman, Jeremy Osmus, Sean Winter, Alex Foxon. Daniel Legrano has not yet been spotted. Maybe this is one of his famed days off today. Arya with the raise onto Ben Lamb, who is short and has ace-king 6-3.
Yeah, just shy of 11 bigs for Ben Lamb. Maybe trying to decide if this is the one he's going to ultimately try and go with.
This would be a disaster because
Hold on.
Arya has the better ace-king.
Pot, whatever.
Lamb does have hearts.
750.
Can't quite go all in, I don't think. 3-bet up to 750. Firth looks interested. We can only see that he has, I think, the ace-10. Ace-10, 6-deuce double suited for Firth.
2 million.
Re-raises, so Firth is going to go bounty hunting here.
Oh my God, here we go.
I
Bounties on the line.
What?
Josh Arieh.
You said you wanted to see a 3-way all-in earlier.
This is nuts. Oh my
this
God.
could be it. Yeah, Lamb puts the rest of his chips in.
I'm not done yet.
Firth is also all in.
What the hell is going on? Seriously. Donnie,
This is a hand.
did you see this coming at all?
Put a single 3
Firth?
out there. Nothing else.
Just going for Lamb's bounty, and Arieh going, no, no, no,
chop with
not
the
so fast.
I
Arieh
mean,
just thinking to himself, I'll take some clubs.
I mean, I thought maybe,
9,
you know, that
8, 3.
re-raise from Firth might just knock Josh Arieh out of the
love
way. You know, nice looking hand, but ultimately not want to play for that many chips with it. But Arieh said, no, 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 no.
The
No, 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 yeah.
finger
The
wag.
Kimbe Mutombo wave, no, no, no.
All right, Arieh chasing 2 bounties
Oh,
in this
black is
hand.
yours?
Donnie will tell us after this hand
Oh,
what
black
the
is yours?
financial
Yeah, you said it.
pain and suffering will be,
I think I'm
or I
for
guess
you,
the reward if you're
Josh. I
looking
think
at
I'm
it
for
from Arieh's
Josh,
perspective.
nothing personal.
Here comes the flop, 3-way all in.
I just
Every
feel
single
like
card
one
in
and
play. Deuce, queen, 9,
there it is.
2
Have a deuce.
diamonds.
He has a deuce. It's big.
Firth has a deuce.
I want that 3 so bad.
Can still win with it.
Lamb needs a 3 or a king. Arieh has 11 outs to send 2 players to the rail.
6 of diamonds.
Team lucky, Donnie?
5, 10.
I mean, this would be a spot to be lucky.
Turn card is the 10 of hearts,
There you
Use
and
them.
that gives Arieh the lead.
Oh,
For me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, but 2 pair for
Again?
Firth, though,
Again?
so
No.
he could fill up.
Lamb.
Ben Lamb is looking to make a higher straight to chop the
yeah,
pot.
Lamb can still chop. He needs a jack.
Oh.
Firth needs a 10 or a deuce to make a full house. Otherwise, Arieh gets all of it. River is the
Okay.
ace of diamonds.
Good.
And Josh Arieh sends 2 people to the rail, collects a ton of bounty money, and also extends his chip lead to a point where I'm starting to wonder if anyone still has a chance to win this. By the way, shout out to
Good luck.
Mokhammad, who has still yet to play a hand and is now down to the final 3. Donnie, give us an update on the financials here.
So we talked about Ben Lamb having
9,
the
and here's 8 to try
lowest bounty,
How much the
8,000 for him.
11:45.
And then Bruno Firth's bounty was
What about you?
17,000. So
Big
Arieh,
miss.
excuse me, is going to collect those. He's going to put half on the table
18, 20.
for his bounty. He's going to pocket the other half.
350.
And he's also going to stack up his chips to almost
Your turn
14 million. Look at this chip lead.
Your
Oh
turn
my
first.
God. I'm getting flashbacks to Elis Parsonen a couple of days ago,
Kinda
who also
Fair,
built
but don't
a
get-
giant
don't go all in.
mountain of
You just need
chips.
to go all in. Otherwise, we just give too much money to him.
Donnie, what
I
are the
was
bounties of
Thank you for
Mokhammad and Kaiser?
Mokhammad is 18,000.
Yeah,
Kaiser, because he did knock out Hanson, he started with 19, but now he's up to 24 for him. So
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Josh is only big blind now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Single big.
Nice hand, Josh.
Thank you.
Kaiser and Mokhammad glad to see two players hit the rail. Just for
You were
some
fast,
clarity
though,
here on the
wow.
situation, Ben Lamb collected 33,360 for finishing.
Well, it's if it wasn't a bounty.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's you know.
And Bruno's not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
going
gonna
for bounties.
gamble. Yeah.
By the way, scratch what I just said. Ben Lamb gets $25,000 and Bruno Forth gets $33,000.
turn.
The remaining three are guaranteed $43,780, and Mokhammad continues to not play a hand. We are now 31 hands into the final table, and he has still not put a single chip voluntarily into the pot.
Wow. Wrong dead against that one. Queen 10, 5-4.
After this hand, it will be break, and I'll color up and race off the back.
Can I have change?
Did you do the 5 minutes?
Yeah, I closed two. This is the second one.
So, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
Thanks.
It looks almost unfair seeing Arieh's chip stack here. 13.8 million versus 2.3 and 1.1. He has 80% of the chips in play. Marcus George in the chat says, Mokhammad channeling the Renlin fold 2 heads up strategy.
That's right.
Very
That's
astute,
right.
very astute. I respect that.
Break now?
Break now.
Players are going on a short break. We are not going to go on break. Not this time around. We're just going to keep on rolling. We'll see a little time travel, and then we'll be back into action with Arieh looking to close this out if he can find a way to do so without doubling up his opponents. There it is. That was our time travel. Back in the room. The blinds will go up. We're going to be playing 50K, 100K with 100K big blind ante. All it is, of course, in favor of Arieh. Six, 3-3 deuce for Arieh. I can only imagine that he's going to just keep applying that pressure. Casual 140 big blind stack for Arieh here. Donnie, if Josh Arieh doesn't win this final table, will we ever hear the end of it?
I mean, I don't know if that's even going to happen, though, at least just because earlier he said that stuff never happens to him.
Right.
You know, so it's like, I don't even know how to respond to that because Josh Arieh himself said it's just not possible.
Right. How much
now, if it does happen, I think we're probably just going to not hear the end of it.
Exactly. What is Arieh's bounty right now?
That's actually what I just ran out of the room to get clarification on because Bruno Forth had an odd number, 17,000. 9,000 stays on the table. Josh pockets 8,000. So the extra 1K stays on the table. So Arieh's bounty is now up to 27,000. Ronald Keijzer's got 24,000, and Mokhammad has 18,000.
Oh, it's some serious money to play for. And Donnie, if Mokhammad ends up all in, I can only imagine Kaiser will be very willing to gamble because that alone is worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the bounties certainly do change things. I think we even heard Arieh say that he probably plays that hand the big one with Lamb and Firth a little bit differently. Maybe he folds it if the bounties are in play, but because the bounties are in play, then he's willing to get in there with the hand that he had. Mokhammad actually playing a hand for the first time in, I think, all final table. Arya had raised from the small blind. Mokhammad calls. King 4 deuce, 2 clubs. Mokhammad can't do anything on that flop and is just forced to fold to the bet from Arieh, who's building a wall of chips over there.
Mokhammad started the final table with 2.1 million chips. Having some conflicting numbers here on my screen, but it looks as though he's down to 555K. Going to toss the ace-7-6 deuce as Arieh just continues to push everyone around. Wow. Arieh has won 7 of the last 10.
There is a clash on the horizon. There is a clash on the horizon.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Incoming. Silence before the storm.
Incoming.
If you're Mokhammad, you're sort of like just happy to be here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had many hands to work with. He hasn't been able to get involved. So the fact that he's now down to 3-handed play and is guaranteed almost $44,000, I really don't think he's going to be complaining too much. Ronald Keijzer here in a bit of a tricky spot. Obviously, the bounties are at play, but I mean, it's $44,000 now. It's $80,300 for second and first in terms of the prize money, right? So that's a pretty hefty jump with how things shake out, and given where the stacks are with him and
right now, it feels really
he
good.
probably doesn't want to bust before
It
Mokhammad
does.
does.
It
So
feels great. All the hard work and study
Finally
finally is paying off.
Probably even going to be #1 in the ranking, or not.
I didn't even think of that. I have a 6th place is all I have.
That's I thought you had more.
You'll still have a decent chance if you play every other.
I'm going home tomorrow, I think.
Wow, breaking
Vegas
news.
is not home for you?
got to get married.
Atlanta
Get married in a
does
couple days.
Really?
Yes. I believe this upcoming
How,
weekend.
how does he not coordinate with Tim Duckworth about his wedding planning?
He originally wasn't going to come,
Diamond?
and then he
That's fair.
texted Tim and said, "I'm coming for
My
the
guess
first
is
half or the
the
first little bit of it, but I
monitor
got to leave to
says
get married."
42% for this hand.
Wow, Mokhammad all in here with ace-king 7-7
Under?
Yeah.
and Arieh
He got 7s. Yeah,
Jack-10
7.
7-4.
But did you factor in?
You said monitor. You didn't say just.
Team Lucky.
But the
Team Lucky's worth
the monitor
probably like
knows
8%.
I think it's
luck factor.
60-40 for you.
Oh, okay.
Arieh looking to get this thing down to heads up. Mokhammad playing a hand voluntarily. Let's see if we can win one.
That's a pretty good
8-9-4,
flop.
2 clubs.
You got at least your 60-40.
Look at the wrap
That's
that
a pretty
Arieh
good
flopped.
flop. A couple extra 4 sneak
And
attacks.
he's also got a 4
7
there
is
too
fun.
that he could connect with
sweat.
once again.
7. Fun sweat is like the queen of spades.
Yeah.
8.
Turn card coming. Is the
That's
4
a
of
fun
spades.
That's the fun
Kinda
sweat.
fun, yeah.
That's the same thing.
Now
as the
Arieh
queen.
makes trips,
Oh.
and now Mokhammad needs to hit a 7
block always
or a
spades.
spade. Is Team Lucky
Oh,
going to
yeah,
get there
Jack,
again?
10 Jack.
Is Mokhammad going to exit the stage without winning a single hand at this final table? Let's see the river card. It's the 8 of hearts, and Mokhammad exits in 3rd
Yeah.
place without winning a single hand. That might be a new record. Donnie, we might need to check the record books to see if that has ever happened again.
Oh,
This is middle.
yeah. Sorry.
Bounties
Of course, that's the
being
wrong one.
dispersed, Donnie.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Quick little countdown from our tournament staff.
9 and 9 going over. Set over to
There it is. That goes towards Arieh.
That goes to
Okay, did you, oh, no, no, they talked too much, so do you mind?
Yeah, Mokhammad's bounty, again, 18,000, so Arieh is going to pocket 9,000 and then put 9,000 on the table. Arieh's bounty, $36,000. Ronald Keijzer's bounty, $24,000. Both players have locked up just over $80,000 from the prize pool. Of course, now going to go to battle for this extra money for the bounties.
How many you got there,
Arieh's
guys?
got
35.
one heck of a chip.
35, and I got 24. We can stack them actually. That's what we play for. 59.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of cash.
It's the new trophy.
So wait, how much is the
chip
difference?
count? Oh,
Well, Arieh said he had 35.
1,850.
My math had him at 36. So, I mean, it might be off by 1K, but 60K.
So it's a
I should
60K
be
heads up battle.
declined
Yeah.
Josh's button, I believe.
No, that stays here.
There is the trophy also joining the table here.
How many did you say you
And-
had?
35.
35.
Ronald Keijzer did,
58K.
did say that he thought Arieh might be able to move up to the front of the leaderboard. It's actually
can also
Kaiser
just
who
both
can
take
move
our-
up to the front of the leaderboard. If he is able to storm a comeback here, because he came into this event with 2 cashes, 106 points. First place in this one is 140 points, so he would move 6 points ahead of our man from yesterday, the Finn, Sammy Sipila, who has 240 points and is on top of the leaderboard. Arieh, they referenced it earlier, he has that 6th place finish from event number 2, so 34 points for him. If he were to win, he would move up to 174 points, but of course we did hear Arya say that he's going to be on a plane soon, heading home, getting married in a few days. So it sounds like he's going to be taking himself right out of contention for that leaderboard. Nonetheless, still would love to get this win here, and we might see an all-in right here on this hand. Arieh raised on the button to 300. Kaiser made it 900. Arieh called. Ace, 7, 4.
850.
Arieh's got
On.
2 pair, 7s and 4s, but that 2 pair is behind the aces and 4s
Shoot, I have
for
the bad
Kaiser.
two.
Yes, you do. Here we go.
Okay, Kaiser trying to get his first of many needed double ups. This might become a real match
That's not good.
if Kaiser holds up here. Arieh close to dead here.
850.
This will be the real test of Team Lucky. If Arieh can somehow find a victory on this one.
Kaiser well ahead here, 89% on the flop. Turn card, the Jack of
start.
Hearts. And Arya now with 5
That's a
outs.
start.
King or a 7 would end it
As
here
if
on the
Arieh
spot.
was not going to turn additional outs. I mean, come on.
Exactly. River card. The 8 of hearts, and the Kaiser comeback has been initiated.
850. Step
Arya
1
still-
completed. 3 more steps to go.
Austin Hurt in the chat, the $2 donation, says dono to the coffee fund. Absolutely love to see that.
Thank you very much, Austin.
If you're
Appreciate you.
just tuning in, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are live every single day until Friday night when this series concludes with the 25K PLO Championship event. My name is Remko Rinkema, Donnie Peters alongside me in the booth. When we hit 350 likes on today's video, we'll give away an annual subscription to PokerGO.
Three.
8-9-5 on the flop here. Kaiser open-ended with Jack 10. Arieh flops 8s and 5s. Seven of clubs on the turn after both players check. Kaiser hits a straight. No flush in play here, but the fact that those clubs are out there might slow things down dramatically. $60,000 on the line in this heads-up battle. Both players guaranteed $80,000 right now. Arya bets 400, and given the lack of action, we could see Kaiser make the call here with just a straight.
$1.2.
Oh, hello. Kaiser comes over the top, not looking to show it down. He's looking to take it away. Donnie, is this a way for Kaiser to get Arya to fold small flushes, perhaps? Is that our thinking here?
Possibly, yes. Well done by him.
Kaiser continues to chip up now, up to 4.4 million. I wonder at what part Arya is going to start getting a little bit nervous. Kings for Kaiser. Arieh with Queen 9-5-5. It's a real heads-up battle here. Kaiser still with 44 big blinds.
$200 is the wager from Arieh. It's going to get it done. If you would like to improve your No Limit Hold'em MTT game, join us for our first ever MTT Strategy Workshop. Coaching from Andrew Lucky Chewy Lichtenberger and Andrew Moreno. Combined more than $24 million in live tournament earnings between them. April 5th through 7th here in Las Vegas at the PokerGO studio. Includes a U.S. Poker Open satellite, of which two $5,000 seats are going to be available. So that strategy workshop giving back more than $10,000 to those that attend. Get.pokergo.com/strategy for more information and to book now. Kaiser here limping the button. Arieh checks from the big blind. Queen 10-8. Both players connecting in some way with this one. Arieh, top pair, top kicker. Kaiser's got pair of 8s. Straight draw as well. Backdoor clubs for Kaiser. King comes in on the turn. Arieh with a nice little check there, just tapping the top of his tower of chips.
$400.
400,000 is the bet from Kaiser, and Arieh says, no, thank you, no more. Quickly out of the way, and Kaiser continues to climb. Continues chipping away at that chip lead of Arieh.
Versus I can pay the same. That is the remaining prize pool. What's in the middle of the table?
What's up, Sean?
Closing in on a little bit of a landmark on YouTube here. Only 29 more YouTube subscribers needed until we hit 550,000. So if you want to be part of our YouTube army, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications. We are live every day this week. We also will be live during the US Poker Open, which starts in about 2 weeks.
We're not live, but live for Texas Poker Open as well.
Oh, absolutely. Texas Poker Open is going to be massive. That is a $2 million guaranteed tournament at Champions Club Houston, Texas. $3,300 buy-in, no limit hold'em events with multiple starting flights. Tons of side events, satellites, daily cash games, 10K hold'em and a 10K PLO high roller. Jeff and Brent on the call every single day, streaming live on our PokerGO YouTube channel as well. That's the Texas Poker Open. I believe, Donnie, starting April 25th, off the top of my head.
24th.
24th.
I think it's April 24th through May 5th.
PGT.com for more information. Champions Club Houston, if you are able to go, please.
Yeah,
hang out.
Champions Club does have a hotel connected to the property, so you guys can head on over to championsclubtexas.com. You can book right through the website there. So if you're itching to play some poker, I think that one's going to be a great series.
Just making sure the chat is still paying attention, and they are, because multiple people have pointed out that Kaiser has quads, and we hadn't even mentioned it yet. Got to keep you guys on your toes. Kaiser here mounting a serious comeback. Arya made it 300K before the flop. Kaiser called. Then Arya bet 150 on the turn. Action went check, on the flop. Turn went check, and now Kaiser leading on the river for 400K. Arya is still with a mighty chip lead, but Kaiser here with the lock on this hand going for some value. Arya with the good fold, and Kaiser chips up, now closing in on 5 million chips.
Hoping for a race there.
That good? Wow.
Yeah. All of them.
I was never raising.
Let us know in the chat if you think Arieh is going to give this away, because so far it's been all Kaiser during heads-up play.
If he does, then we'd have seen it all, because we saw him come back at the 10K limit hold'em final table from like nothing.
Right.
Remember? And he ran it all. He was the severe short stack and fought all the way back. So now roles are reversed in terms of the positioning. of Arieh's stack, and this time he's got to seal the deal. No quads this time for Kaiser.
Back-to-back quads is quite unbelievable, huh?
Huh?
Back-to-back quads queens is
That would be
unbelievable.
pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. Did you check?
Check, yeah.
Action on Kaiser, who has the nut flush draw. Arieh's pair of sevens in the lead. Excuse me, pair of kings in the lead here.
250.
Arya comes with a call. Still plenty of outs here for Kaiser going to the river. Wow, there's one. Kaiser hits a flush and again is on the winning side of things.
Yes, it was.
900.
900.
Kaiser bets 900K, and that's enough to get Arieh to fold. He would have loved a call there with the nut flush. Kaiser now up over 5 million chips. Aaron Collins in the chat says, PokerGO, please do an event in Canada. Donnie, Canadian Poker Open, can you make it happen?
I mean, you're not going to talk to me. You got to talk to the commissioner, Tim Duckworth.
Also,
he's the guy who makes that stuff happen.
we also need to have a casino in Canada to host it at. King Queen 7-4 for Arieh, 3 diamonds. He's going to raise it up, as Adam Swartz and the two of us discussed on yesterday's broadcast. You definitely want to be involved in a lot of hands during heads-up play because the big blind ante just makes it so enticing to at least see the flop.
7-3 deuce, 2 hearts. Arieh out in front here. Top pair. Bet from him, gets it done. So far during this heads-up match, it has been Ronald Keijzer getting the best of it, chipping up from, I believe it was about 1.8 million, 1.9 million to 5 million.
You said you're going to play all summer, right?
I'm definitely going to play hard for the first 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if I don't have chance of player of the year or if I'm not doing good, then I'll just stop.
I see. Yeah.
And only play the PLO. But yeah.
You play them anyway.
Huh?
The PLO ones you're going to play anyway.
Yeah, I'll still play the PLO.
They're too fun, right?
Yeah. It's nice playing PLO with people that are not as good as everybody in here.
Couple of aces for Arieh. Kaiser limped on the button. Arieh made it 300,000. Kaiser makes the call. Ace, ace, jack, deuce with hearts for Arieh. 10-5-4-3 for Kaiser, who whiffs about as bad as possible on that flop. Quickly folds Arieh's bet.
The fastest fold of the day so far.
He's nowhere remotely near that flop.
Our stat screen shows that he folded in 2 seconds. I'll take under on that.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're getting so big now, the tournament.
I know.
Last year was insane. How many runners? Especially the 25K.
That's crazy. 400 people put up 20.
Versus like 2.3 or something.
It's absolutely nuts.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Deke Acosta, longtime friend of the show, chiming in saying, Donnie, please keep Ronald Keijzer in mind for 25K fantasy.
I don't think he plays enough.
Is he on your list?
I don't think so. I don't think he plays enough.
What are your plans for this year? Are you back in?
Win.
Win? Just
We
win
won
big?
last year. We have to be back in. It's a rule.
Do you get a discount as the defending champ?
I wish.
Kaiser with the raise here, ace 7, 5, 5. Arya in the big blind with 10, 9, 10, ace 10, 9, 5. Excuse me. King, deuce, 8 on the flop. 2 spades. Kaiser, the owner of 2 spades.
Five.
500.
A bet and a fold, and Kaiser continues to do very well here during this heads-up play. Double suited here for Arya on the button. Donnie, with a player like Kaiser as your opponent, Arya a little bit handcuffed. You know, Kaiser not someone that he can steamroll, not someone who is afraid to gamble, I guess. This really is going to come down to some tricky spots, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, Ronald Keijzer, even though he started super short, now has a stack that is more than 50 big blinds deep. So it's going to be a lot of play here. And Kaiser is not soft in any sense of the word. Very, very good when it comes to PLO. This is his specialty. Arieh fires 400 on the 10-5 deuce. Kaiser in the tank here. Let's see what he comes with. Opts to fold. Arieh takes that one. LP asks, is this the final blind level? No, they keep on going up. Up and up and up until it ends.
It needs to end at some point.
Tournaments would be extended quite a bit if you got to a final blind level and then it just didn't increase from there. This level, this level is 50, 100,000, but then the next level I believe is 75,000, 150,000. Levels in this event going up every 30 minutes.
Not only are these guys playing for $60,000, also quite a bit of prestige on the line. Everybody loves adding a W to their resume. Arieh, no stranger to the winner's circle. He's had a lot of success over his career, which spans like 3 decades at this point. This guy's been around for a very long time. There aren't many players, Donnie, who burst onto the scene during the height of the poker boom, Arieh making that 04 main event final table, and then become known for something else. You know, Arieh winning 6 bracelets, becoming player of the year, you know, still being relevant 20 years later. It's really impressive.
Yeah, and also kind of now known for his PLO prowess, right?
Yeah.
Like, out of all things, you know, made that big splash, as you mentioned, 3rd place in the WSB main event, which is, of course, no limit hold'em. But Arieh, you know, very much a PLO player and one of the best in the world when it comes to the 4-card variant. 700K here in the middle. Kaiser's got the check mark, but Arieh is going to go bluffing at it. 500K. Kaiser shoots him an eye.
Deuce.
Makes the call, and Arieh shows a deuce, but that's going to be no good against that 9 over there for Kaiser.
Wow, very nice call here from
About a 7
Dutchman.
didn't come.
Continues to be his heads-up match.
I'm glad you didn't bet the turn, too.
Ronald Keijzer trending in the right direction. Josh Arieh still in the lead. By the way, head on over to PokerGO.com/winmasters to enter our free social media giveaway. Yes, it is free. You have a chance to win a seat into the 2024 Poker Masters presented by Octopi Poker. They want to send you there, so you might as well comply. And maybe we'll see you here at the PokerGO studio in the fall.
Happy I checked.
Back inside the studio here. Heads of battle still underway. And the Truth is asking in the chat with a $2 donation, why is tourney poker so slow with decisions? Well, lots of money on the line, trophy on the line, winner photo on the line. You just got to make sure you get it right.
Nice one brewing here with more than $1 million in the middle. Arieh made it 450 on the button. Kaiser made the call. This is the larger blind level of 75,000, 150,000. Jack 9-7, 2 hearts out there. Arieh with a couple of aces. Fires 500 after check 2, and that's going to get it done. 12.3 million for Josh Arieh. Ronald Keijzer on just over 5 million. These two playing heads up for $60,000. Guaranteed $80,000 so far. Also 140 PGT leaderboard points going to go to the winner. If Kaiser pulls off this comeback, he would move into first place on the series leaderboard. He had 106 points coming into this final table, so he would add that 140, get up to 246, and jump up over Sammy Sipala, who's currently on top with 240 points. Arieh could move up to, I think, 174, maybe 176, I forget exactly, but Arieh also mentioning earlier that he's a day or two away from hopping on a plane to go back home because he's got to get married. We didn't expect Arieh to be at this PGT PLO Series because of the upcoming wedding, so feels like a win just getting him here.
$1 million in the middle hit on the turn. Kaiser with one mystery card here.
Check.
Yeah.
Arieh checks again. Kaiser's going to re-show his cards to the reader, see if we can get that fourth one in there. Checks back.
6 of spades completes the board.
Okay.
$300,000 is the bet from Kaiser. Arieh gives it up.
Kaiser takes it down with the mystery hand. Arieh had Kaiser down to 1.8 million, and now it's a real battle heads up between these two. Boss in the chat says you could just get married in Vegas, go through drive-through, and get back to playing. Preach. Offer still stands. When we hit 350 likes on today's video, I'll give away an annual subscription to PokerGO. And while you're at it, we are 21 subs away from hitting 550,000 on our PokerGO YouTube channel. So, nice little mark to hit.
Think we can hit 600 before the WSOP?
Before WSOP, that's almost impossible. But we'll hit 600,000 by the main event, I think. 9-3 Jack, 2 hearts on the flop. Both players with the flush draw. Arieh with the best of it here.
$350,000.
Kaiser is going to take the betting lead here. He has a gut shot straight draw.
1.5.
Give him, oh, Arieh right over the top to 1.5, and that gets it done. Deborah is asking in the chat, any more series coming up on PokerGO before WSOP? Yes, and I'm glad you asked. We have the U.S. Poker Open coming up and also the Texas Poker Open. So it's all about America in the coming months. Texas and the USA. And then the World Series of Poker, which happens to also be in America. Also, I have some cool inside scoop that I can't say too much about, but I was talking to Brent Hanks, who will be doing commentary on the Texas Poker Open, about the upcoming new season of high-stakes poker that they're filming in May. And the lineups are going to be great. It's always an ever-ongoing, I guess, a battle to get these lineups together. Brent Hanks does an amazing job at getting all the right people in the same room. The current season of high-stakes poker is being released on a weekly basis on PokerGO.com, so go and watch it.
New episode tonight.
New episode tonight, yes. Go watch that if you haven't. But yeah, new season already in the works. Filming in May, releasing it right after WSOP. That will be season 14? 13?
13.
13. Meanwhile, arrived on the river again. I have been told that the 10 of diamonds is a faulty card, so that is the card that we will assign Josh Arieh. So Josh has the 10 of diamonds to go along with this.
So he's got 2 pair.
Indeed. Kaiser lets it go. Cyber Mike asking nearest EU events. We have no European events on our calendar. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to do some. There it is, 10 of diamonds. Callum is asking, are the black squares time banks? That is correct. The black squares are the time banks, worth a minute each. Players have 30 seconds for every decision. And they can add a few minutes there with those time bank chips. Payouts available in the description of the video. But just to summarize, every one of these final two gets $80,000. They're playing heads up for $60,000, which is the amount of bounties that are still in play. Ace, 6, 7, 2 spades. Arieh flops quite a bit, actually. He has the spade flush draw, also has a straight draw to go along with it. Arya bets 300K on the turn. Kaiser does have a straight draw here and a deuce. He's going to come along. River card, the king of clubs. That hits Kaiser, who now has kings and deuces. Arya just has to check.
$850.
850,000.
Kaiser reaching. He's going to bet 850, and Arya gives it up. Double suited for Arieh. He's going to get involved again from the button. Makes it 450. Kaiser just going to call with King Queen 9-4. Having watched a fair bit of heads up PLO, it's definitely come to my attention that players are fairly willing to see flops, and the changes the dynamic of the hand completely. Post flop PLO play. Maybe one of the more complex parts of any form of poker. Kaiser makes the call. Third heart hits on the turn. It is the ace of hearts. Kaiser has the queen of hearts, which would be the best blocker. He also has the best hand. Now the question is Arieh going to keep betting at this, despite the fact that he doesn't have anything going for him?
$1.1.
Oh, he does come out firing. Arieh bets 1.1 million. Pressure is now on for Kaiser. Donnie, he does have the queen of hearts. I wonder if Kaiser is going to have any way to stay involved in this hand. To me, calling seems almost impossible.
It also does seem impossible to me.
Bluffing, though, seems like more of a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I think both are tricky. Of course, you could walk right into it. Certainly don't want that to happen. It's never easy playing against a player like Josh Arieh, who is well versed in this format and can certainly put together some.
Oh, there he is.
Look at this.
Kaiser moves all in, pulls the trigger with the queen of hearts, and Arieh lets it go. Ronald Keijzer from the top rope, showing that he knows exactly what's going on when it comes to heads-up PLO. Very impressive move there, Donnie.
Love it, having that queen of hearts and just leveraging it to the max there. Blocking the nut flush, blocking straights. Says if you got it, sir. But
Exactly. Wow. Impressive move by Kaiser, who is now closing in on tying this match. Who would have thought this would happen after Arieh basically single-handedly sent everyone home prior to getting to heads-up play? Shout out to our YouTube viewers. We are 15 subscribers away from hitting 550,000 YouTube subs. Kaiser with ace 10-6. I'm just going to assume that it's again the faulty 10 of diamonds that is messing with us here until I see otherwise. Ace Jack 3 on the flop here.
Five.
Kaiser bets, takes it down, and Donnie, look at the gap. Look how quickly it's closing.
all the big pots just going the way of Ronald Keijzer, and he just
Can I
continues
color some of these up?
to chip away.
Little update from our 10K PLO event number 6. Daniel Negreanu has just entered the building.
Hello.
63 entries so far in today's new event. 37 remaining. Registration still open. All the familiar faces from the past few days are back in the mix, including Brian Rast, Alex Foxton, and Chino Ream. That final table streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Arya making it 450 with a Jack 10-9-3. Kaiser here with the real hand. 1350 aggression incoming. Donnie, Arya is getting pushed around a bit, not only by Kaiser but also by Kaiser's cards.
That's 5 million, right?
Arya's
you have
chips
4.
being
Okay.
colored up to make things a
I
little
call.
bit easier.
He says call. So here we
Wow.
go.
2.8 million in the middle. Kaiser with an absolute crusher of a hand here. Here's the flop. Ace, 8, 7, 2 clubs, neither player with clubs. Arya with a wrap on this board. Kaiser hits 2 pair. Donnie, this could be fireworks.
Yeah, given how big this pot has gotten already, could see it growing quite larger from here. Yeah, he's going to come with it, is Kaiser. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite large. I think that's full pot.
Arya looks interested.
3.5 back.
That is full pot from Kaiser. He's got just over 3.5 million behind.
Oh my God, here we go. He
You have
moves
clubs?
all in. Kaiser snaps him off.
Arieh asked if he had clubs. No player has clubs here, so here we go.
Massive. Oh God. Massive coin flip, I guess.
Fair fight.
60-40. 12 outs twice here for Arieh. He needs to hit something though. Kaiser ahead here with aces and sevens. Jack 10, 9 or 6 for Arieh would give him the lead. 15.6 million in the middle. Turn card. The king of clubs.
I picked up a
Arieh
queen.
We
exchanges some outs for the other. Has 12 outs now. If Arieh doesn't hit, Kaiser is going to have a commanding chip lead. Basically flipping the roles as they were when this heads-up match started. It's the deuce of clubs on the river.
How much is it?
And Kaiser now has basically a 10-1 chip lead over Josh Arieh. Donnie, what a turn of events.
I know the comeback isn't over yet, but holy cow, man.
Wow.
This is where the chips started. If you might have missed where they started the heads-up match, it was just like this, although flip-flopped. It was Kaiser who had sub 2 million. It was Arieh who was above 15 million. It's been all Ronald Keijzer in this heads-up match. He's won the most pots. He's won all the big pots, the biggest of them all right there. You saw the huge double up. His 2 pair holds. And now it is Ronald Keijzer with essentially one hand on the trophy, right?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God. Yeah, one hand on the trophy and one hand on the $60,000 pay jump.
and remember, if Kaiser does pull off this victory, he moves to the top of the series leaderboard standings.
Kaiser, no stranger to winning inside the studio, already did so during the Poker Masters when he won the 10K PLO. Also winner of the 2K 5-card PLO on the PGT last March. Kaiser has $2.1 million in career tournament earnings. If he wins this today, it will be a top 5 score for him in his career. $10 subs away from hitting 550,000. So if you want to be part of that crew, be among the first 550,000 that's subscribed.
1,175. Oh, $1,050,000.
Could this be it?
Ace, 8, 5, 2 spades. Arieh bets pot. Kaiser doing some math here, trying to figure it out. Maybe not the spot he was looking for. No spades for him.
10 seconds.
Important fold here that Arieh gets. He was definitely in trouble. It's funny, Donnie, seeing us closing in on 550,000 subscribers, because when I joined the company and subscribed to our YouTube channel, there was like 7,000 subscribers.
It's wild how far it's come.
It's so crazy.
The Ronald Keijzer of YouTube channels.
Exactly. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
That's right. One hand on the trophy, right? Did we get a $60,000 bonus if we get to 550?
We really should.
LP asked if I'm subscribed. Yes, I'm subscribed. Sometimes I even go to our YouTube channel, just, you know, whatever, might have a couple minutes here and there, and I'll just start liking a bunch of videos that I might have missed or not liked or, you know, whatever.
Donnie's a company man. Here's a look at High Stakes Poker. New season is out now. New episode airing tonight, actually. We have a special sale going on through March 31st. That is the end of this week. Use promo code HSP12HALF to save $30 on your first year of an annual subscription. That is our best deal of the year. You can get in now, watch the new season of High Stakes Poker. Also, of course, get ready for the upcoming World Series of Poker. 6 more subs needed. Okay, the final countdown. It is on. Kaiser, Ace King 3 deuce, Donnie. Pot limit Omaha 8 or better.
That's right. I mean, this is good enough. For a raise, of course. Let's see if this money gets in. Arya makes the call. 7-7-6. That's 3 sevens for Josh Arieh. Team Lucky over there.
Team Lucky definitely in need of some help. 4 of clubs hits on the turn. Kaiser drawing dead.
600.
600.
Bet from Arya there on the turn. Gets it done. So now we're going to see if Josh Arieh has a comeback in him.
Cuss is asking in the chat, are the commentators Dutch? Not all of them. Just one. Just one of them. Just me. Nederland, oh Nederland, jij bent een kampioen. Okay, I'll never do that again, I promise.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
That's a great song. We got the European Championship soccer coming up in the summer, Donnie. I'm getting ready.
USA just won the CONCACAF Nations League, beating Mexico, 2-0.
Oh, I saw that goal from, was it
Tyler Adams?
No, the other one.
The bomb? Gio?
The bomb
Reina?
from Gio.
The
Was it Adams who had the bomb goal, or was it Gio? The long distance shot.
Adams had the long distance shot. Gio had a kind of a half volley. in the box, but very good goal nonetheless himself as
That
well.
was such a good goal. For those who do not know this story yet, Donnie and I took our significant others to USA Mexico here at Raiders Stadium, and we were sort of worried for our life there for a few minutes there.
Gold Cup final.
It was the most insane atmosphere I've ever seen, and I will forever repeat this, that U.S. sporting events have nothing on the atmosphere of a soccer game.
I mean, it was like 75% Mexico fans.
It was so loud in that stadium.
It was wild.
It was so loud. I've been to
It was great.
I've been to plenty of NFL games. I've been to plenty of NBA games, but there was nothing like that atmosphere.
Kaiser here limps the button. Jack 10, 9, 4. All right, he's got a raising one. Ace, King, Jack 7, double suited.
Makes it 1.95, and Kaiser wastes no time, makes the call, and we have a lot of chips in the middle here.
No, I think that's wrong.
Oh, is that wrong?
I think it was limp, raise, call.
Gotcha.
So there's not 4 million in the middle.
There's 1.2 million in the middle, 600 apiece. Yeah, Arya, that makes more sense. So sizing a little bit off here. Only 1.2 million in the middle. And here comes Kaiser over the top.
Here we go again.
Arieh all in, and here we go, all in showdown for all the money. This time, though, Arieh a big favor to double up.
Yeah, Arieh has all of this. He's got top 2 pair. He's got the nut clubs. He's got the backdoor spades.
Wow. Kaiser needing quite the miracle here to take this event down here on the spot. But however, you know, his chip lead is so big that he can afford a little bit of a blow. 7 of hearts on the turn will seal it, and Arya gets his first double up.
2.675. Let me make sure these are right. Yeah. 2.675.
2.675. That's a good flop.
Kaiser 11 million to Aryeh's 6.3. Basically 2-1 lead for the Dutchman.
King 9-5 here. A couple of diamonds. More than $1 million out there. Arieh connecting with top pair.
Check.
Check, check.
It's funny how the match is still fairly deep, but there is a sense of urgency in the air, Donnie. These guys seem very willing to play big pots. Arieh still came into this hand with 42 bigs.
Pot.
Here comes Kaiser betting pot. Arieh has quite a strong hand here. Kings and 4s. No concerns over flushes or straights just yet.
All in.
4.2.
Oh, and
There it
Arieh
is.
pulls the trigger.
And not going to take any chances here with just calling. Just going to try and deny that equity and get the money in now. Kaiser, of course, was out there with his hand in the cookie jar. So quick fold from him.
There it is.
Remko, look at those chip counts.
100.
Wow. As close as we've seen it. This is a good match. This is a really good match.
Turn a set of 4s there.
Kings and 4s.
Kings and 4s.
Arieh began the heads-up match with more than 15 million in chips. Kaiser had fewer than 2 million. Kaiser battled all the way back, got things close to even within 2 million or so, won a huge hand to double up, knock Arieh all the way down to below 2 million.
Check.
He had more than 15 million, and now Arieh has stormed all the way back to close the gap.
If you're enjoying this battle, don't forget to hit this like button on today's video. It helps spread the word. And Arieh here, the favorite in this hand. If he wins this one, could mean a role reversal yet again.
Yeah, Arieh working with 2 pair in clubs here. Kaiser's got top pair. Check call from Arieh.
9 of diamonds hits on the turn. Arieh still the favorite here. Offsuit 10 now would give Kaiser a straight.
$550.
550,000.
Arieh with the lead.
Kaiser very unwilling to let go of hands, indicating his playing style is not one of surrendering. We saw him earlier push the limits, moving all in with that queen of hearts on the flush board. And here he comes again.
Look at that. I was just thinking as you were talking, you know, is there going to be a creative line coming here from Kaiser? And it is.
Wow.
Gets it done again,
That
not
is
holding back.
So impressive.
Do you don't have any more 100Ks? Yeah, I'll take 2 million.
Arieh's over the small chips.
It's only fun when you're winning, Donnie. Ronald Keijzer showing some crafty plays here in the heads-up portion of this final table. Maintains his chip lead because losing that pot would have given Arieh the chip lead back. Now he's in the lead again. Back to the flop we go. 10-3-5. Kaiser with the flush draw and a straight draw. Arieh is looking at a wrap himself, but on the lower end, there are some possibilities here of him hitting a lower straight than Kaiser. Eight of hearts on the turn. Pair of threes from Kaiser, putting him in the lead. River card is the jack of hearts. It's not much, but Kaiser has the winner here. Question now is Arieh going to try to find a way to bluff at this or give up another million chip pot?
Check.
1 pair.
Good.
Arieh getting a little bit frustrated here. Kaiser announcing 1 pair, and that's good. Let's not forget, Josh Arieh has 32 big blinds. Nothing to worry about. Still very comfortable, but it must feel
Can I get a water, maybe?
very tough
Can I get a
to
water?
be that far ahead
Yeah, thank you.
and now
Thank you,
staring
Lance.
at a chip deficit.
Glad a 4 didn't come.
Ace deuce.
Ace deuce 4.
Ace deuce 4.
Ace jack 7-3. Kaiser double suited again. He's going to just keep applying that pressure, hoping to find something to break his opponent with. Double suited as well for Arieh. Bad news on the hearts. Those are dead. But the
1.8.
10-8-7-5 definitely able to make a lot of straights.
Let's play this hand
And he
first.
comes over the top to 1.8 million. And Kaiser goes from tipping to waitress to going back to playing. Is that a tell?
4.5.
I mean, he's obviously interested. Also, I wouldn't think he really would be raising the button if he wasn't interested. Have seen him limping a bit.
1.8 million requested from Arieh. Kaiser makes the call. We have 3.8 million in the middle. Arieh can get a lot of his money in here on the flop, and Arieh flops a flush draw, and that's bad news because Kaiser has the bigger hearts.
Pop.
Oh, baby.
All in.
Here we go.
Flop the monster.
You have hearts?
Did flop
Josh
a monster.
Arieh in a world of
I
trouble.
need a 6 then.
A 6, an offsuit 6, the only thing that can help Arieh. Kaiser flopping the wheel, having the
That's
nut
funny.
hearts to go along with it. What an unbelievable flop for the Dutchman. Josh Arieh had a 10-1 chip lead, but now he is looking for a miracle 6 to double up in this event, as Ronald Keijzer is 2 cards away from taking this down and winning the additional $60,000 in bounty money. Ace of diamonds on the turn doesn't add any additional outs. Arieh looking for a 6 and a 6 only, or he'll be our runner-up finisher. Can Team Lucky find the 6? River card. It's a 7. That's not going to do it. Ronald Keijzer collects the trophy, the bounties, and the cash payout of $80,000. 80 plus 60 makes 140. Ronald Keijzer wins event number 5 of the PGT PLO Series, beating former WSOP Player of the Year Josh Arieh heads up. Well, that was a fun final table, ladies and gentlemen. A real back and forth, lots of big pots, and ultimately, the Dutchman is victorious. Kaiser will pose for the winner photo, and also Donnie will take the lead in the overall standings.
That is right. He's up on top with 246 points, handful of events to go. You guys can see him there on your screen. All these 4 final tables will be live streamed on PokerGO, on the PokerGO YouTube channel. So join Remko, Rinkema, myself, Donnie Peters, once again tomorrow. You know the time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Let's go.
Exactly. Here's a look at who is playing in the 10K PLO today. We will have coverage of this event tomorrow. Daniel Negreanu is in the mix right now. Follow the live reporting on PGT.com until we get down to the final 6. We're back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. The PGT PLO Series continues with a 10K PLO. My name is Remko Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me. We'll catch you tomorrow.